Welcome back, my friends, to the Psychic Next Door. I want to thank each and every one of you for taking the time to tune in, as well as for your overwhelming support for subscribing, liking, and even commenting on my videos. I am truly grateful for you. My goal today and always is to provide you clarity and peace through these spirit-driven messages. Remember, these are just general readings, not one-to-one, so if it doesn't resonate, just leave it behind. And as a reminder, this is a timeless reading, and it can resonate at any given period for you. So, my friends, for your bonus readings this month, we are going to group our beautiful element signs together and create 4 different readings. One for our fire signs, air, water, and earth. This reading is dedicated to our beautiful water signs, Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. In my prior readings, I used to do this, discuss the off-camera meditation details as I shuffled, and I kind of got away from that. But I think we're going to head back to it as Spirit continues to nudge us in that direction. All right, so the first thing I heard during my off-camera meditation, it was a song. And the last person I recall to have sung this song was Madonna. And I'm going to give you bits of it because I don't know the name. Where do we go from here? This isn't where we intended to be. We had it all. You believed in me, and I believed in you. And I can kind of hear the tune in my head, okay? The video clip they showed me during this time, and I'm guessing it's from the video. It was Madonna on a balcony, singing to a group of people. And that's pretty much all that came to me. For that vision. So I think the words of this song are our key player in this reading. Spirit let us know that this message from this song appears to be twofold, okay? It appears to be a relationship that has come to some sort of crossroads. It also showed me a business partnership or a different type of partnership, okay? That has hit some troubled times, some disagreements. It could be a business that you run with someone else. It could be someone you work for at a company. You and this other individual are really coming head to head, okay? You don't see eye to eye whatsoever. Spirit is asking for you to take a step back, breathe, and reevaluate things, okay? Remove the parts of this difficulty that are no longer serving you, okay? For some, you're able to do this. For some, you're able to work one-on-one with this individual, work it out, and move forward. For some, there's too much stubbornness, too much disagreement, too much oil and vinegar vibe, and it's going to require a third party, an independent, biased person, okay, to help you work through these difficulties. It then showed me a vision of a string that was barely holding on to a tree limb, okay? Some of you don't have much more left to give, and you may make a decision to call it quits in the partnership, in the employment, in the relationship, in the friendship. Some of you may just put a healthy distance between yourself and this individual, okay? But again, for some, they said you're going to remove yourself altogether. Through this process, you'll have a sense of relief and sadness. It gave me like a 50-50 combo feeling. Then the final vision that they provided to me was someone doing some hard physical labor, okay? And they let me know that this message was twofold. Some of you are, in fact, doing some hard physical labor. They even showed me an individual working, I don't want to say construction type work, but physical. Your job is physical. Then they showed me another individual working out at a gym, okay, to work through all this. And then the third part of that is someone working on themselves internally, emotionally, okay? So that's what we had that came through for the off-camera meditation. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what cards we're starting out with. A time to give rather than take. Look at the bigger picture. Meditate and contemplate. Don't let your past hold you back. So I'm going to tell you right off the bat, because Spirit is highlighting this with the vengeance. This card, as much as I have shuffled, and I always do like a whole thing during my meditation to ensure that, the cards aren't repeating in the event that I didn't shuffle them correctly and so on. This card has come out so far in 3 of the element sign readings. Don't let your past hold you back. This is such a key player to what's going to occur for you moving forward. Okay? This is the order in which Spirit wants to discuss these. So I'm going to put these at the forefront because this is where we're going to start. Your past, without a doubt, throughout parts of your life, is what they're showing me, has held you back. Maybe held you back from taking a leap of faith on yourself, business, career type situation, perhaps a friendship, a relationship, they're showing me as well. For some of you, Spirit is sharing that this is very deep-seated. This comes from an early childhood foundation, okay, that came to you, that you were a part of, okay? And for some it was the household. For some it was interactions that you had with kids at school. They're showing me a playground. They're showing me kids playing outside. So all these different elements, okay, as you were growing up, have made you who you are today. Now, yes, Spirit wants to highlight that you have had some great times, okay? You have laughed, you have smiled through your life, okay? It's certainly not all gloom and doom, but this deep-seated energy has always stayed with you, okay? It's showing me that it's always traveled with you. In regards to the off-camera meditation, okay, with this relationship that you're having to work out, whether it be employment, boss-employee, friendship, etc., Spirit is showing me the words time out. Spirit wants you to take a time out, okay? Throughout the readings for you guys, okay, my water signs, Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio, Spirit has mentioned for you guys to take that time out throughout the summer months, whether it's take some vacation time, whether it's take some time and reorganize your house, just kind of get things back together that have gotten kind of out of sorts. What you haven't done enough of for the collective, you haven't done this for yourself. There hasn't been a whole lot of self-love. There hasn't been enough time for you to meditate and contemplate on what's important. You haven't allowed yourself the opportunity to work through some things that kind of need to be brought to the surface, okay, so you can get to the next layer of your life. This card is now being pulled in. Look at the big picture, okay? During your meditation and contemplation, pull out, okay? Look at yourself from a bird's eye view, all right? Take yourself through a day in your life, okay? Like if you're watching yourself. Do a they're saying that for some of you, this may work beautifully. Do like a visualization exercise. For some of you, you'll want to write it down because when you see it on paper, when you use paper and pen, it's more concrete for you. Look at what you go through in the day-to-day. Write down some of the feelings and thoughts that you're having. They want to rewind and talk about how you start your day, okay? When that alarm clock goes off and you hit snooze, for the most part, what are your first thoughts? If it's a weekday versus if it's a weekend. Perhaps they're kind of, for some of you, for a small few of you, it's one and the same. It's the same feeling 7 days a week. But they're showing me a Monday and they're showing me a Friday. And how you hit that alarm clock and how you feel on that Monday is not how you do it on Friday. Okay? There is this renewed energy on Friday that for those of you that have a work week that is Monday through Friday, that's why I said that for some of you, this is a 7-day collective energy each morning because your schedules vary. But the point being is a day versus going to work versus not going to work. Now, we all hit bumps and difficulties with our employment, with our relationships, and so on. But for 90% of the time that you hit the alarm clock on the day that you have to go to work, what are you saying to yourself versus the day, that first day off that you have? They want you to start right there. That is a key player in removing some of this unwanted energy. Now, I don't necessarily know what this means for a lot of you, but I know that that's where Spirit wants you to start, and it will make sense to you, okay? And that's all that matters, that it makes sense to you. They're showing me a collective energy of some of you wanting to switch out of your career, but you haven't had that internal confidence to really get things going, to really updating your resume, to seeing what's out there. For some of you, you have an updated resume and you have seen what's out there, you just haven't applied. Okay? You have to take that step. For others of you, you have applied, but you're not seeing a whole lot of traction. Spirit is asking to have an independent party take a look at your resume. Okay? For those of you not including a cover letter, please do so. In your cover letter, make sure you are highlighting the key points of what you can contribute or what your knowledge base is for that employer where you're applying. Employers want folks that stand apart from everybody else. They know when people are just shooting out resumes, okay? You can see when there's time and effort taken. When an employer truly sees that you're interested, it shows. It shows in what's coming through to them. So Spirit wants you to take a look at that. That may help this bottleneck situation that you've kind of been experiencing. Some of you have been applying too much, okay? And what that means is it shows me a job board where when a job is posted with certain keywords, your resume is maybe automatically sent, is the feeling that it's giving me. Or when you see a new job posted, you just send your resume. That's not going to yield the result you're looking for. We need a more methodical approach, and we need follow-up. Okay? So make sure to take those notes, my friends, that I just gave you. Those were really detailed as to what Spirit wanted to mention, maybe to help get you to cross this next. They're showing me an individual who is trying to cross a bridge but can't seem to get to the other side, okay? With those changes, they're showing movement, okay? They're showing movement taking place, okay? So that's some great news. Let's see what we have for clarifiers, my friends. And one more. Interesting. Spirit wants to highlight this card. A time to give rather than to take. An opportunity is going to be coming your way. And for some of you, it's a pretty big one. Okay, it's not your average, ordinary opportunity. For others of you, you're in a position that you can give an opportunities to someone. Perhaps in the position that you're at work, you manage a team. You know, it looks like there's a connection of sorts with another department. Regardless, you're in a position at this time to help someone. Spirit is saying that if you focus on assisting this person with this opportunity, you will be standing in an energy that you have not stood before. So what you don't realize is that in assisting this other person, in whatever capacity this is, you're going to be viewed as standing in your power. You're going to be viewed by others. They're going to see another layer of you that they've never seen before. Okay? And it's going to bring opportunities to your door. They're showing me the word recruitment. Perhaps some of you have considered a job in recruitment or HR. They're showing me as well. Someone has their eye on you, and they're going to watch how you guide and help this person on their path. And they're going to realize that perhaps you're meant to do more than what you're doing. And through this process, opportunities are going to come your way. Twofold, the High Priestess. This is now another layer of the business aspect. This is almost like a spiritual journey for some of you. Now they want to bring the Magician back in. For some of you, you work a regular type job, okay? You're in X industry. You've been in it for some time, all right? In a situation that you're going to have, it's going to be slightly different than the one Spirit outlined here. But you're going to realize that there's another layer to you. And it's a layer or industry or position that you never even thought to go into. I don't want to say it's spiritually related, but it's not accounting, okay? It's not accounting, if that makes sense. And I hope I'm able to explain it. I'm giving you what Spirit is giving me so it can come through. You're going to be firing more so on all cylinders. I want to give you the example that Spirit is bringing through. They're showing me two sides of a brain. You know, the left side and the right side. And I don't know which is which, I'm sorry, but you know how one is like thoughts and feelings and emotions, and the other side is like your to-do list, business. That's what I'm seeing. Okay, I'm seeing a brain with like different words on it. So I'm just trying to make this out as best I can. You haven't really tapped into the other side of your brain, if that makes sense. And through this process or through this journey that you're going to be helping someone else, and now this is shifting outside of the workplace. This could be a friend. This could be an acquaintance that you're helping them through something. And perhaps they work in an industry or know someone, some kind of connection. It's going to unfold for you. And you're going to realize, maybe my time here is done in this industry, in this career. Maybe this is all happening for a reason. And it is. Spirit is saying this is all happening for a reason. It's one of those opportunities in your life that it opens a door for you. It's your choice whether you walk through or not. It's your choice whether you take on this, situation of helping somebody in need. That's your choice. But it unfolds another layer for you. And it opens the door. And they're showing me, first they showed me a door that's open, like a regular amount. And then with this card, they're showing me a door that opens wide open. So boundless opportunities are the words they shared. The Magician, you're coming into some kind of power, some kind of internal power that is going to excite you and light you up again. Okay. And you've been so desperate for that, you just didn't even realize it till it came to you. This is going to turn your world upside down in a really great way. You may be a little bit lost because you're like, oh my gosh, this is all I know. This is the road I've traveled so far. And now this is like left field, right? But you're going to take the time to contemplate, all right? Meditate and contemplate. You're going to take the time to do this. And you're going to really have a really thought out process and plan on how to get to where you want to go. The Six of Cups shows up here towards the end. And Spirit is letting me know you're going to be unleashing a happiness, an internal happiness that you've never felt before. And it's all because of this one situation that you decided to take a chance on. Okay? This is some really exciting energy for you, my beautiful water signs. I cannot wait. For a very small portion of you, this has already kind of presented itself, but like in the shadows, okay? So I do want to let you know that because Spirit just shared that. I am going to draw one final card for you today, the Spirit Animal Oracle card. And let's see what final message we have for you all today. This is really exciting when these opportunities come a-knocking. Oh, I want to make sure you guys can see this. The card we drew is Ladybug, luck. Your goals are about to manifest in remarkable ways. Magician. Dreams are coming to fruition. Stop and enjoy this moment. It is important to let things flow at their natural pace. Rest assured that in due course of time, your wishes will come true. My beautiful water signs, I cannot wait to hear about this. I'm wishing you guys a great rest of your month, and we will talk soon.